You're listening to By Design with Idia Sapphire and Santos Alberto. So this episode is a little different. I have a special treat for you. I'm actually going to read an excerpt to you from our Business by Design Codebook. Now, it is a full deep dive download into how to launch and scale and grow your business based upon your human design, how to follow your own unique blueprint, your own sacred path to greater income, greater freedom, and greater impact. So without further ado, here it is. Dedication to you, to the divine within you and all your magical capacity and gifts. May you have the courage to rise above the conditioning of our deeply not self world in order to be the fullest expression of your true self and all that you were born to be. Chapter 1, The Myth. Welcome to your Business by Design Codebook. Most business books or report downloads usually start by pumping up the author with some epic tale of glory about how they were sleeping under a bridge and surviving off the kindness of troll people until, against all odds, they discovered their super secret 7-step, 7-figure system to unlock massive wealth and become a multi-millionaire billionaire. And if you just follow the exact steps they did, you, too, can become an internet celebrity with a private jet and millions and billions in the bank in no time. This isn't one of those books, because success isn't realized through some one-and-done hack or quick fix. You can't buy it off the shelf and all of a sudden make it like an easy-bake box cake recipe. No. Success in life and business is much more intricate and nuanced than that, because human beings, living, breathing, constantly evolving expressions of the divine, manifested in physical form, are much, much more intricate and nuanced than that. You are unique. There is literally no one else on the planet like you. You are 1 in 7.9 billion, and that is your superpower. That is your gift. That is your key to success. And because you are so very unique, it should come as no surprise that your path to success in business is unique too. See, the real reason that you haven't been able to succeed in business at the level you know you're capable of, the real reason that you've been on a constant client roller coaster, going through feast and famine cycles, feeling like a best kept secret, not having a system to be able to scale, feeling scarcity and anxiety, not knowing where your next client is going to come from, is not because you're not good enough. It's not because you're not smart enough. It's not because you're not as magical as you thought. It's because you haven't been marketing, selling, and building your business in alignment with your design and who you were born to be. And yet, most mainstream marketing and business gurus and experts either focus on external tactics like funnels, webinars, and plug-and-play templates, or mindset via mental judo and gymnastics to help you break through to massive results. They try to sell you on the idea that if you could just upgrade your brain or practice the right affirmations or change your marketing to whatever no content one-step system they're shucking, then you will finally succeed. And it's not that the tactics, systems, mindset, or meditation aren't useful in business. They each serve their purpose. They all have their place. They're just not the end-all, be-all, cure-all you've been sold to believe. And you know this, which is why no matter how much you meditate or journey or invest in self-improvement, no matter how much you try to tweak your website or leverage AI or upgrade your systems, you still somehow end up on the same old hustle hamster wheel. And the more that you focus on achievement and results without first prioritizing alignment, the more that you judge and question and beat yourself up for not being where you want to be. which only furthers the madness. I know because I've been there more times than I can count. And it's maddening. It's infuriating. Everyone and their mother is a self-proclaimed millionaire on Instagram, and it can make you question, if everyone is succeeding and success is so easy, then why aren't you more successful yet? There must be something wrong with you. But you are not the problem. Let me say that again. You are not the problem. You never have been. The problem is that you've been trying to follow someone else's vision, playbook, and rules for success. And someone else's recipe for success will never work for you because you are not a box of organic, gluten-free, easy-bake muffins. You are a radiant, magical, incredibly gifted being. You are unique. So your recipe for success is unique too. Perhaps you've heard the quote, if you judge a fish by how well it can climb a tree, it'll live its whole life thinking it's stupid. Every person I've ever shared that quote with quickly nods with a sense of knowing or familiarity, as if to say, of course, and who would do that? But let's take a moment and really follow this metaphor, because it'll help to drive home the gravity of what you've been facing. Every time you look at your results, your bank account, your client roster, your business, and you judge that external end goal or outcome without addressing the internal challenge that is rooted in misalignment, it's like pulling out a measuring stick, looking at the distance from the ground to the sky, and not just judging a fish by how well it can climb a tree, but being shocked and pissed off that it hasn't made more progress. Then, society and your social media feed try to convince you that that fish just doesn't believe hard enough. That fish just doesn't work hard enough. That fish is just missing a tree climbing process or system. That fish just needs a team. On and on and on. And all fingers point the blame at the fish. But is it really the fish's fault? Is there really something wrong with the fish? Or is it the fact that it's trying to do and be something it's not and climb up a frickin' tree? I realize that you are much more than a fish, and that this is an exhaustive and rather ridiculous metaphor, but it just goes to show how exhausting and ridiculous our mainstream culture is around success and entrepreneurship. Because you and I both know that it doesn't matter how phenomenal that fish is. It doesn't matter how hard it works or how much it chooses to trust the process. That phenomenal, brilliant, magical fish is going to flail and fail and die the longer that it stays out of its element. It's only a matter of time. And this same truth applies to everyone and everything in our natural world, including you and your business, which is why you see so many so-called successful people who've destroyed their relationships, their bodies, and ultimately their lives on the road to fame and millions. They sacrificed their souls for success. They got to the top through misalignment. So it's no wonder that their relationships, bodies, and finances end up misaligned and jacked up in the end too. I mean, if you think about a fish who somehow, some way, actually makes it to the top of the tree, you might imagine the tremendous toll that the climb has taken on the fish and the insane amount of effort and resources required to keep it alive, let alone keep it up there. And yet, as a society, as a collective, we look way up into the treetops and glorify that fish who, against all odds, made it to the top. Not realizing that from our vantage point, we can't see that it's shriveled and half dead and gasping for air with no way to come down. Trust me. I spent a lot of time in treetops, seen a lot of fish. Not all success is true success. Not all wealth is true wealth. And I don't know about you, but building a business and creating financial freedom while honoring my spiritual practices, healing ancestral wounds and generational trauma and showing up in highest service to myself and others is challenging enough. I'm not trying to unnecessarily fight nature too. I'm not trying to get to the top of the mountain only to be so lonely, battered, and effed up that I can't even enjoy the view. And I know that if you're listening to this, you likely feel the same way too. But let's be real. Nobody wakes up in the morning and decides, you know what I'm going to do today? Fight my true nature and build a business that's totally out of alignment. Well, not consciously anyway. The real reason you haven't been building your business in alignment with your design is because you've been conditioned. You've been conditioned from the moment that you were born to betray yourself and your inner truth, to be a fish out of water, to be a square peg in a round hole, to fit in, to follow the proven, trusted path, to work hard, keep your head down, and be patient and humble so that one day you can get a gold star and a pat on the back from your parents or society or the Instagram algorithm. So naturally, when it comes time to make any decision in your business or your life, what do? Well, 9.99999 times out of 10, you do what you've been conditioned to do. You search for inspiration and answers outside of yourself. You constantly try to prove and improve yourself. You race and rush and hurry your way through life and your never-ending to-do list. You unknowingly give in to not self-conditioning, thinking it's you. And the most gut-wrenching part is that you don't necessarily do any of this consciously. You think you're making the right decision, and on the surface, based upon everything you know or you have been told, things seem to check out. But in reality, you're just unconsciously playing out the not self-conditioning that has plagued you your entire life. And in a bitter twist of irony, instead of realizing the level of freedom that inspired you to become an entrepreneur in the first place, you end up trapped in a prison for your mind that you cannot see or smell or taste or touch. And because of all this conditioning, you end up unknowingly trying to build your life and business from the not self, trying to overcompensate for and be everything you're not, which is why you feel anxiety, burnout, pressure, and unworthiness. It's why you constantly second guess yourself and fear you're not ready or deserving or good enough. It's why you undercharge and end up feeling exhausted and unfulfilled. And all the while, you do not get the results that you want in your business because you can't get true wealth and success from not self-beliefs, thoughts, and actions. You can't get freedom while being enslaved by the not self. So what can you do instead? Well, rather than building your business from the not self, your opportunity then is to build your business from your true self by aligning with your human design. It really is that unbelievably simple. Although notice I said simple, not easy. And before you can actually align with your design, you have to become aware of what your unique design even is and how it plays out in your business and life. You have to become aware of everything you are and let go of everything you're not. That's where this codebook comes in. Your codebook is designed to serve as a guide to better understanding your human design and applying it to business. It will reveal to you your human design type and how to use it to succeed in your business, your not self and true self themes, and how to know whether you're following your true path or someone else's when it comes to growing your business, the secret formula to aligning your business with your human design and fast-tracking your path to true wealth, more freedom, impact, and success, plus a bunch of other highly personalized insights that can help you shortcut your sacred path to business success. As you continue to dive deeper into this material, know that the best way to get the most out of this codebook is to approach the wisdom held in its pages with an open mind. If you don't yet have a business that's succeeding at the highest level possible, a business that day in and day out leaves you feeling totally satisfied, peaceful, successful, surprised, and delighted, then the worst possible not self thing you could do is fly through this code book and toss it aside. Or worse, skim through it thinking, yeah, I already know all of this. Do yourself, your bank account, and your future a favor and try to apply each insight to your current situation. Get honest with yourself and notice where in your life and business you've been showing up as your true self, but more importantly, where you have not. And trust in the truth that at any moment, no matter what your current situation is, no matter how you have or have not been showing up, you can choose to change your business and your life. The power to realize your wildest dreams and become everything you were born to be lives within you. It always has, and it always will. Sansa Sanai's intention is to help you uncover your best and fastest path to freedom, to help you decode and understand your human design and apply it to business so that you can shortcut your path to success, and to show you the best way for you to make a lot more money and have a much greater impact in the process. But here's the thing. We can't force you to face the truth. We can't walk your path for you. We can't give you your freedom, but you can take it if you want to. You can reclaim the level of success and freedom that is your birthright, and you can start right now. Today, all you have to do is apply the insights contained in this code book and have the courage to be your true self. Chapter 2, the code. Okay, so by now you should be familiar with the Business by Design code. But just to recap, there are 3 keys to building a business by design. You must know who you were born to be, spiritual alignment, who you are destined to serve, client alignment, this is aligning with your high-paying soul clients, and how you are meant to serve. This is offer alignment, your authentic, irresistible offer, in that order. Now, there's a diagram here in the code book. If you want to see the full diagram and the breakdown of this, then just grab your Business by Design code book. And if you already have your code book, you will find it at the beginning of chapter 2. So you must know who you were born to be, who you are destined to serve, and how you are meant to serve in that order. And remember, you need all 3 keys of the code to be in alignment in order to succeed. This code book primarily focuses on the first key, I know who I am, aka spiritual alignment, because it is the foundation that the rest of your Business by Design code is built upon, and it contains important personalized insights that you'll need to fully understand and apply before uncovering the details of who you serve and how you serve. So, if you are open to a better, more aligned, and more authentic way of succeeding in business, if you're open to creating true wealth through a business by design, then pay close attention to the information in this code book, as it reveals the true self-potential and not self-pitfalls of important elements in your human design and how to best use them to succeed in your business and life. Chapter 3, the secret. First things first, you are a manifesting generator. You are here to do what brings you satisfaction. That's it. That's the secret. That's the beginning, middle, and end. You are here to exhaust yourself each day doing absolutely whatever feels satisfying. It doesn't matter what that is. It doesn't matter whether or not it's logical. It doesn't matter whether or not you think it'll make you money. It doesn't matter whether or not you consider it work or business related or revenue generating activity. What matters is that when you wake up in the morning, each and every day, you spend as much time humanly possible feeling satisfied. Take a moment and think back to the last time that you felt true, deep, full-bodied satisfaction. Close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. And allow yourself to remember what it feels like to feel incredibly and ridiculously satisfied. That. That feeling is what you're optimizing for every day. That is what will lead you to next level freedom, impact, and success. And your biggest challenge is that when you wake up each day, the not self mind tries to compete with your true self body over what you could do and should do, taking in and amplifying the not self energy of the outside world and leaving you feeling pressure, anger, frustration, and ultimately totally dissatisfied and unfulfilled at the end of most days. Here's the other thing you need to know if you want to succeed in life and business. You have to wait for people and clients and opportunities to come towards you. I know. You hate waiting. Every single manifesting generator I've ever spoken to has a mild panic attack when they hear that they're designed to wait to respond. Wait for what? For how long? I can't wait. I have bills to pay. I have a following to build. I have goals and targets to hit. I have insert some very valid sounding excuse here. And yet, for all your rushing around and busyness, what do you really have to show for it? Be honest with yourself for just a moment right now. Are you actually living your absolute wildest and most satisfying dream? If the answer is yes, then by all means, close this code book and keep doing what you've been doing. But if there is even a teeny tiny part of you that knows that you're meant for more, that knows that you could be experiencing more freedom, more success, more satisfaction in your business and your life, then it's worth it for you to better understand your true self and how to realize your dreams, and the not self, what's been holding you back. Chapter 4, the game. Let's talk about the not self and the true self, because in order to win at the game of life and business, you've got to understand the game that you're playing in the first place. At this point, the following should be clear. The number one thing holding you back in business and life is not self-conditioning. The not self wreaks havoc on your life, your bank account, and your business by unconsciously manipulating you into feeling not self feelings that produce not self thoughts, that lead to not self actions, that create a not self business and life. It's what leads to not having a consistent flow of dream high paying clients, not charging what you're really worth, and not being able to scale or grow your business to the next level. The only way out, the only way to realize lasting, sustainable, next level success, freedom, and impact, the only way to create true wealth is to shift out of the not self and into your true self. And the only way to shift into your true self is to live your life and grow your business based on your human design. Make sense? In order to become all that you were born to be and realize the level of freedom and impact you were born to have, free yourself from the not self, show up as your true self. That's it. You win points when you experience your true self. You lose points when you experience the not self. That's how you keep score. That's the game. Now, how do you know if you're living your life and growing your business from the not self or your true self? Well, turns out that the not self and your true self have specific themes. You can think of them like cosmic clues or signs that help you determine whether you're going down the right or the wrong path. Let's start with your not self theme because it's the most dangerous. Because you are a manifesting generator, your not self theme is frustration. Whenever you feel anger or frustration, that's your cue to stop, drop, and roll. Take a moment, take a step back, because you're going down the wrong path. And if you keep going, it's all downhill from there. See, the not self is literally not you. And taking action from the not self mind is the root of all the unnecessary problems, challenges, and drama in your business and life. Every time you feel angry or frustrated, you end up with less clarity, more stress, and slower business growth. And every single time that you feel angry or frustrated, it is a sign that you are in the realm of the not self. There's a quote by Albert Einstein, the famous scientist and Nobel Prize winner, that says, "No problem can be solved with the state of mind that created it. meaning you will never truly be able to solve any problem or challenge in your life when you feel angry or frustrated. If you try to, it will only lead to more anger and frustration. And the more time that you spend in a not self moment or state, the more that you end up making mistakes and poor decisions, taking incorrect action, feeling uncertainty and a lack of clarity, and experiencing more stress, pressure, unworthiness, and anxiety, ultimately repelling more clients and success and resulting in dissatisfaction, slower business growth, and underwhelming results. Here's the good news though. Your not self theme of frustration isn't the only theme available to you in your business and your life. Your true self is also available to you at any given moment in time. And the best way to attract more clients, grow your business, and create true wealth, the best way for you to increase your level of freedom, income, and impact with satisfaction and ease is to shift out of the not self and into your true self. Okay, so how do you know that you're successfully showing up in alignment with your true self? Well, your true self theme, aka your human design signature, is satisfaction. Now do you see why satisfaction is so important for you? Whenever you feel peaceful and satisfied, you are on the correct path. It doesn't matter what you're doing or who you're with. Keep doing more of that, because the more satisfied you feel, the more clients you attract, the more money you make, the more freedom you experience, and the more you have a positive, lasting impact on the world. Every time you feel satisfied, you end up with greater clarity, ease, and explosive business growth. Have you ever felt stuck trying to solve a problem, only to have the solution magically appear in your mind when you least expected it, like in the shower? It's not that you suddenly gained new information in the shower, it's that you changed your state from the not self into your true self. This is what Einstein was talking about. When you're in a not self frame of mind, you're stuck in the mindset that created the problem in the first place. But when you shift into your true self, you open up to new perspectives and the infinite possibilities available to you in the quantum realm. Possibilities that make marketing and growing your business simple, clear, and incredibly satisfying. And every single time that you feel satisfaction, it is a sign that you are in your true self. What's more, the more time that you spend in your true self, the more time that you spend feeling deeply, completely, and wildly satisfied, the more that you end up with the total clarity, confidence, and capacity to market and grow your business predictably and sustainably, consistently attract dream high-paying clients, make the correct decisions that will actually grow your business, ultimately resulting in more time freedom, financial freedom, and next-level business growth and impact, ultimately resulting in a business by design, ultimately resulting in true wealth. So you see, this is your secret to success. Spend more time in satisfaction than you do in frustration. Optimize your life and business for peace and satisfaction. That's the goal. That's the game. That's how you win. And there's a formula for satisfaction and true wealth that you must master in order to succeed. A formula that can help you conquer the not self and show up true self. A single formula that can instantly shift you out of frustration and into satisfaction every time. Get this right, and every other piece of the business by design puzzle falls seamlessly into place. Everything in your life and business works out. Get it wrong, and nothing else in your business or life will work. Chapter 5, The Battle. Now, before I reveal to you your secret unique formula for success, it's important that you can better spot and understand what's holding you back. Earlier, I shared how to succeed in life and business as a manifesting generator, but this is only a potential that's available to you when you show up true self. To only try to focus on being true self and turn a blind eye to conditioning and the not self is the equivalent of trying to just think happy thoughts. It's the equivalent of trying to skip through a minefield and pretend the explosives aren't there. It's the equivalent of ignoring a bunch of weeds in your garden, thinking that if you just work harder and invest more time, money, and energy into your plants, they'll blossom and bloom into the fullest potential. They won't. Sooner or later, the weeds will take your garden. So, let's strengthen your awareness of conditioning and the not self so that you no longer run the risk of crawling blindfolded through a minefield and no longer build a business overrun with the unwanted mental, emotional, or financial weeds of the not self. Here is what is likely to happen when you fall prey to conditioning and the not self. As a manifesting generator, you've likely been conditioned to believe that you have to force, initiate, start, or go out and make things happen instead of waiting to respond to people and opportunities as they come to you. But trying to chase or force things will only ever lead to you feeling rejected, dissatisfied, angry, and deeply frustrated. You've also likely developed the habit of ignoring your gut, saying yes to incorrect people and opportunities, and trying to rationalize or logic your way into doing what you think you should do in order to realize the life and business that you truly want. But denying your truth, ignoring your gut, and doing work that doesn't satisfy you not only leads to an unfulfilling life full of anger and frustration, but it also takes years off of your life, depleting and degenerating you over time. So, in the moment, if you don't feel satisfied sitting down to write an email or go live on social media or record a podcast episode, if it doesn't bring you satisfaction to do cold outreach or a launch, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not self, and it won't ever result in real lasting satisfaction or success. Now, despite hearing all this, despite looking back at certain situations in your life and validating all this, conditioning is one sneaky, powerful, resilient son of a bitch. And you've been exposed to it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for your entire life. So have compassion for yourself and know that because you've been conditioned to be someone and something that you're not, you may still find yourself trying to push and force and make things happen in your business, ignoring your gut and taking actions that aren't really aligned with you, doing work that doesn't deeply satisfy you because you think it'll make you money or more money, prematurely investing in programs, partners, or team members, trying desperately to quickly delegate or outsource work because you don't enjoy it, following the wrong advice because someone else told you it'll guarantee success, even if engaging in those activities feels misaligned and frustrating, following the wrong advice because someone else told you it'll guarantee success, even if engaging in those activities feels misaligned and frustrating. And this type of not self behavior will only ever create resistance and problems in your business, leading to greater misalignment, failure, anger, and your not self theme of frustration. Here's the good news. It's not all doom and gloom. Remember how I told you that you have a unique formula for true wealth? Not only does this formula help you rise above conditioning and show up more fully and consistently as your true self, it also always leads you to more freedom and lasting satisfaction and success. Chapter 6, The Formula. Are you ready to discover the formula? Honestly, it's the most important thing for you to remember about your human design. No, seriously. If this unique formula is the only thing that you remember from this entire codebook, if all you do is pay attention and apply this unique formula, your entire life and business will transform for the better. And if you ignore this unique formula, well, may God have mercy on your soul. I'm not kidding. If you want to break free from the cage of the not self and start realizing all that you're capable of, if you want to release the destructive grip that the not self has on your business and your life, and instead show up in full authenticity and alignment as your true self, so that you can realize true wealth and build a business by design with the level of freedom and impact you were born to have, then you must master this unique formula for satisfaction and true wealth. true wealth equals strategy and authority. Meaning, when it comes to making decisions and succeeding in business and life, trust your strategy, trust your authority. Your strategy reveals the way that you were designed to navigate your life. It is your strategy for success, not just in business, but in every area of your life. Partnerships, marketing, offer creation, what to eat, where to live, what to wear. Doesn't matter the decision, doesn't matter the situation. Trust your strategy. Because when conditioning rears its ugly head and causes you to unintentionally ignore your strategy, you basically dive headfirst into a not-self nightmare that'll never work out in your favor, and that will ultimately only ever end in frustration. But when you honor your strategy, you guarantee success every time, even if it's not logical, even if it feels like you're leaping blindly into the unknown. When you trust and follow your strategy, everything will not only work out for your highest good, but for the highest good of all. Your authority is your decision-making process. It's how you're designed to determine whether or not someone or something is correct for you. And similar to your strategy, when you forget your authority, you guarantee disaster. When you trust and follow your authority, you ensure satisfaction and success. In this sense, your strategy and authority are an inseparable pair. And true wealth and true success are a product of trusting your strategy and authority. So true wealth equals true success equals satisfaction equals strategy and authority. You can't honor your strategy but ignore your authority and expect things to work out. The opposite is also true. You can't ignore your strategy but honor your authority. It won't work. You must trust and follow both your strategy and authority in order to succeed in business and life. This is why you must master this formula. It is your strategy and authority that shifts you out of the not self and into your true self. It's your strategy and authority that puts you into alignment and keeps you there. And it's your strategy and authority that ultimately guides you moment by moment, decision by decision, day by day, along your best path to next level freedom, impact, and success. So the question remains, what is your unique strategy? Your strategy is to wait to respond. Remember how I told you earlier that you're designed to wait to respond? This is your success strategy. And remember, waiting to respond is not just your strategy for success in business, but in every area of your life. The truth is that you're designed with an open and enveloping aura, and all of life is always coming toward you in perfect divine timing and order. You were born to be a powerfully magnetic and attractive force. All you have to do is let life come to you and wait to respond. Because your path in this lifetime is to learn how to receive. You don't chase, you attract. And when someone or something comes into your aura, all you have to do is say yes to what brings you satisfaction and no to everything else. I'll give you a hint. When you are your true self, you'll likely say no a lot more often than you say yes. But here's the problem with waiting. You've been conditioned to do the opposite. You've been told and sold this lie that if you want something in life, you've got to go out and get it. You've been lied to over and over and over again that if you're not seeing the kind of results you want, you just need to take massive action, make more offers, try harder, no pain, no gain, as bad as you want to breathe, fix your mindset, positive vibes only, breathe, believe harder, hustle harder, meditate harder. You're just one funnel away. Take an ice bath, run a marathon. Where are your 100 million followers? Where's your $100 million offer? Create 100 million pieces of content a day. Break down every barrier and every closed door and bend the world to your will, and then you will succeed. I mean, is it any surprise that you feel stressed, overwhelmed, and exhausted? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you should just sit around and do nothing all day for the rest of your life. You're a manifesting generator. Every moment of every day, you have 1,000,001 things to respond to. Respond. Honor the silent magnetic pull of what brings you satisfaction. Honor what your body's innate wisdom is guiding you to do and where it wants you to go. It doesn't matter what's happening around you. It doesn't matter what your mind says. It doesn't matter what others tell you or what you think you should do, where you think you should go, how you think you should show up, or who you think you should be. You want more freedom? You want more money? More time? More impact? Break free from the not self. Break free from chasing and forcing and compulsive doing. Break free from whatever the not self mind thinks will bring you success. And know that the sooner you free yourself from forcing, initiating, and chasing things, the sooner that you free yourself from the not self, and the sooner you'll experience more freedom, impact, and next level success. The sooner you'll have a life and business by design, and the sooner you'll realize true wealth. It's that simple. Because the fastest, most effective, most guaranteed way for you to succeed at the highest level possible and become all that you were born to be is for you to be your true self and wait to respond. And now that you understand your strategy, you just need to trust it and combine it with your authority. So I'm going to pause here. This concludes the excerpt from the Business by Design Codebook. I hope this served you as a manifesting generator and gave you greater insight into how to actually grow and build and launch and scale your business in alignment with your human design. If you would love to dive deeper into your authority and the other themes and the other aspects of your human design so that it can support you in building the business that you're born to build and building a business that creates more income and more impact and more freedom in your life and in the lives of those you're here to serve, then you can visit our website, thebydesign.co, and download your own full and complete codebook based upon your exact birth time. It'll give you the full details, the full information of your unique path to growing a business by design.